and 2 of my babies were born in that home, Owen and Brooklyn. Hi everyone, I thought I'd give you a little update while I finish curling my hair, a little vlog update. So, I don't always do my hair, by the way. This is like a twice a week thing, is when I wash my hair and then I curl it, and it lasts me for a few days. So, P.S. my hairdresser is True Eastman with Vanity Hair. She does the most amazing extensions. These are extensions, obviously. I could never grow this amazing hair and be bleaching it even. So it's been a couple weeks since I recorded that last vlog that I uploaded last week, and just wanted to give you a little update on what life is like right now. So it's been crazy for us, you guys. I went out of town with Sean. We did our yearly Isagenix celebration thing. Usually I don't go to these because our kids have always been so little and having babies and stuff. I was never able to go for so many years, so I got to go and it was exciting and a lot of fun. I did really good on the flight, surprisingly. If you've watched some of my videos, you know that I have a slight fear of flying, but I think I'm really overcoming it. If any of you get really nervous with flying, I did a video sharing all my tips on how to get through a flight and overcome your anxiety when flying. So we did that right when I got home. Owen got sick and it was really bad. He ended up with a really bad ear infection. We were trying to cure it naturally. That was really stressful. Poor guy, he was in so much pain. So we finally took him to the doctor, found out it was an inner ear infection, so we couldn't have cured it with our garlic eardrops anyway. He had to go on antibiotics, unfortunately. We were really trying to avoid it, but yeah, so in my last video I told you guys that we're making some big changes, and I explained more of that on my recent podcast episode, but basically what we've decided to do, well, we live in 2 homes, and we've been doing that for 9 years now, almost 9 years, and this is the first year where we're realizing that we don't think we can keep doing this. It's just very stressful. It's been so much fun, but it's hard living in 2 homes. So I am in the process of folding laundry, packing up my closet, decluttering just a little bit. It is like when you transfer the kids every year in school and they've got friends, and there's just a lot of things you have to consider when living in 2 homes. So we split it up 6 months at a time. So it's basically like moving every 6 months. Granted, they get to go back to all their same friends and people that they know in their same school, but it's still a lot of stress, a lot of work. But every year we're like, okay, but it's worth it, it's worth it. And it has been, but until now we're just like burned out on it and we just don't want to keep doing it. So we have decided to move to our St. George home full time, and I'm happy, really happy about it, but I'm also sad about my Draper home. That's like our first home together, me and Sean, and 2 of my babies were born in that home, Owen and Brooklyn.
This is my story, raised in a small town, trying to burn out in glory.
All of our Christmases we've had in that home, I just have so many memories, and I know that that's just life, you know. You just gotta be okay with change and moving on. There's always seasons of life, and it's always going to be that way, so you just have to be okay with it. You can't go back to when your kids are babies. You can't go back to your glory days in high school. You can't go back at all. And so we just have to keep moving forward, living in the present moment and being grateful for where our life is at right now. And there's so much to be grateful for, and I love every bit of my life right now. I just need to stay in the present moment so that I don't get sad about not having that house anymore. So that's one of our biggest changes. That's what we got to be working on over the next year. We're going to be slowly moving out of that house and probably eventually put it up for sale or rent it out. We're still trying to decide what we want to do with it. On a hike with Sean. Whoa, look at that. The way he shakes, the way he moves. I mean, yeah. Hello? What are your thoughts about living in St. George more full-time, and why do you think it's like necessary for us to do it now at this point?
Well, I was having a lot of anxiety about it. Like if I let my emotions take control, I'm having a lot of anxiety about it because I don't know, something about, you know, it being my hometown where I was born and raised. And
I know, right?
Where are we going?
Oh, we go this way.
Want to sit down here for a sec?
Okay.
So,
let's just keep walking.
Oh, we're going this way then.
Okay.
Just something about it being my hometown, and that's, you know, where I'm from, and I know a lot of people there, and it's the weirdest feeling. Like I've really never lived away from home except for my mission.
Yeah.
Which, you know, you're moving all over when you're on a mission.
Yeah. And you know you're going to go back. Well, we can always visit, but if we do sell the Draper house, then that's official.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I've been anticipating this for probably the last 6 or 7 years. I think I've kind of known that we're going to have to choose one place and settle down and grow roots that way. And you know, it is sad, right?
Yeah.
Because like you think of all the things you do that you can do there, but I mean, we can visit. It's only a 4-hour drive. Like, that's what's weird. I have to think about it more logically, because if I let my emotions take over, it's like this really dreadful, scary, horrible thing that's making me feel uncertain, and you know, and I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
And then in the last few days, I think I've started to realize that, you know, gosh, it's only 4 hours away, and we have a place to stay up there.
Yeah.
If we want to go, and so it's not that big of a deal. And yeah, no, I am actually, in the last few days, I've started to feel more excited about it.
Oh, that's good.
It's funny because when you talk to other people, like when we first bought a house down in St. George's 2011, and I remember my sister and my brother, my other sister, like they'd say things like, "Oh man, if you start going down there, then you're gonna end up moving down there." And that's just kind of how people from the north view St. George. They're crazy about it.
Yeah.
And so it's such a killer place for so many reasons, and I have to keep thinking about it logically. Like, we're really lucky to have the life that we have, and you know, even if we can't live in both places on a long-term basis, you know, like, oh, poor us. Like, I gotta think about it logically, because otherwise I'm just going into these dark, scary places, and I feel like life is, you know, something's being taken away.
Yeah, I think change is always hard.
Yeah.
I think that's where it's been hardest for me, because change can be scary and official, you know.
Yeah, so that's all. I mean, you know, I think the thought of moving, it kind of freaks me out, because I'm just always been such a homebody. So I kind of like really fall in love with my houses.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, I do. Like, I just have so many, that house in Draper is just really sentimental to me.
yeah, you kind of form a relationship with the home, which people will say, well, why are you attached to a house? There's no heart, there's no soul. And I don't know, it's different for me. Like, I was so devastated when my parents sold my childhood home.
Yeah.
that I was born and raised. Well, I wasn't born there, but essentially just raised my whole life there. And oh my gosh, I was devastated to see that home go away.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Anyway, though, that's my thoughts.
So that's the big thing. And now what I've been doing the last like 3 or 4 weeks since we've been back in our St. George home is massive decluttering. What I'm famous for. I love it. I could seriously do it all day, every day. Organizing. I went through and I organized my pantry again. Decluttering, redecorating. I just love it. It's just such a fun thing for me to do. So I've been thoroughly enjoying all of this. It's taking a lot of time, but I love it. And so I wanted to show you some of my rooms, some of the rooms that I've done, like the before and after. I made sure to get a good before shot of each room so you can see the progress I made, because it was a disaster when I got back to this house. I usually try to leave it really clean and organized, but we must have been in some kind of rush, or I was just getting overwhelmed with it all, so I just left it a big mess. So much crap I had to get rid of, and yeah, but it feels nice. I'm starting to feel like really settled, and I like all the different spaces in my home. So I've just been really focusing on decluttering and my plant-based diet. I did a video on that, how I've recently decided to go vegan, and I've been loving that. So I might do a video soon sharing some of the things that I eat in a day, or maybe I'll just do a whole vlog for the day, like what I'm eating for this day, and just kind of give you guys some ideas on what I eat. Well, it's different every week, because basically what I do is I just do a bunch of meal prep. If I'm gonna make something, I make a lot of it, and then I eat that for the next 5 days or so. So that's how you can make veganism work. If you just prepare lots of food all at once, and if you're okay with eating the same meal every day for a little while, then it's really not that hard to do. So I think I'll do that sometime, but for now, let me just show you guys my house and all the progress that I make, because it's so fun. Thanks you guys for watching.